which I mean honestly I should like I don't like what do you okay for someone that's young and trying to like learn about like the business world like I mean the only person that I'm like learning from business about is like Gary Vee, you know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
But like you know I don't really have that person I can like actually talk to about business or someone I can like relate to, you know. Because like my
Right.
mom and my dad, my mom's like a doctor, my dad's like an engineer, a real estate agent. So they're kind of like they're just kind of lost with what I'm doing with like social media and business and stuff, just because they're not very
Yeah.
familiar with that.
Are
So
they
like
supportive of it or not?
okay, so they want what's best for me, and I know that they love me like so much, but you know at times like they're like you need to focus on school because this is how you'll truly become successful in life. You know what I'm saying? Like and I'm just like trying to show them like there's other ways that you can become successful other than just taking like the standard like school path. I mean I'm still gonna go to college and stuff like that just because I really want to make connections with other people and do that. But yeah, I mean they just they really love me a lot, and I know that they do. But and they just want what's best for me. I just feel that because they didn't live in they didn't live in the era of like entrepreneurship and social media and stuff and how powerful it is. So they just don't know like the power of like all these different things. Um,
Uh-huh.
so
So it's like hard for them to resonate with you on it because they
yeah,
just don't know.
yeah,
Yeah, that's like a typical story. That's super great. And yeah, dude, like in my opinion, so Gary Vee's great, you know, and he gives great content. In my opinion, the first mentors have to be books. Like, there's
yeah.
so much free information, bro. Like, I mean, are you reading books at all right now, or not? Haven't really got into reading yet?
You know, like I've read like a book here and there, but honestly, like, it's not as much as I should. As if you're
Yeah,
saying like it's a really good,
yeah.
yeah,
Because, dude, to be honest, like, books were my first mentor, and dude, like,
true,
Matt, just pay attention to this and like never forget it. You know, there's you know, people say the quote, you know, it's not what you know, it's who you know. Have you
yeah,
heard that before?
yeah,
You know, and that's only half true, right?
mhm,
And I want you to remember this forever, dude, and like tell people about it. Like, really hang your hat on this, especially at your age. You know, networking is it's not about what you know, it's who you know. That's only half true because what you know leads you to who you know. Because who you want to know does not want to know you unless you know what you know, right?
yeah. Can
So
you
if
say
you
that one
don't
more
know what
time?
you know, yeah, no problem, no problem. So, you know, and this is what I tell people to do because it's all about personal growth first, especially for young guys. Like, I'm 23. When I was 18, 19, 20, and I was coming up, like, some of the times the only thing that you can have in common with a 40, 50, 60-year-old multimillionaire, you know, is the books you've read. How to
That's
Influence and
true.
Influence People, Think
Very
and Grow
true.
Rich. You know, there's not many things you can't relate with them on your age. You can't relate with them on your wealth. You can't relate with them on your business. The only thing you can relate with them on is that you know the same things that they know, and then
Mhm.
they can look at you and say, "Wow, that kid read that book. I remember when I read that book. Look what happened to me."
Yeah.
Right? And that's how you get people to buy into you. You know, Gerard's not much of a reader himself, but like, dude, all the people I've networked with, bro. I've worked with like Kevin Jonas, Gerard, like I said, like I'm
Wow.
Jason Silv, you know, like a lot of people, dude. I know all those dudes. Peter Boog, Lewis Howes is a buddy of mine, like, you know, and so I'm giving you good advice, you know, and shit that I use myself. So the whole idea is like, if you don't take the time, you know, to sit in your room when no one's watching, you know, to read that book, well, then when you get your opportunity to meet who you want to know, you're gonna flop because you don't know what you want to know,
Yeah.
and that's the biggest thing, dude. Like at networking events, the reason why I'm able to network with influencers is because they don't feel like I need or want anything from them because I have my own internal value, right? You have to think, like, say you're worth $100 stock right now, right?
Yeah.
And you're definitely worth more than $100, but you know, just for this, you know, example, let's just say you're worth $100, right?
Yeah.
So what does that mean? Well, that means that people who can afford $100 are going to be around you. You're going to be having $100
Yes.
conversations, $100 buyers, $100 girls, $100 relationships. It's
Yeah.
just all $100, right? But if you're a stock, what happens if you increase your intrinsic value to $1,000,000?
The people
Well,
around
then
you
all of a
change.
sudden, the $100 can't afford you anymore, and then seemingly out of nowhere, from the invisible world, people who can afford $1,000,000 just start to pop up because that's what your worth is. So
Yeah.
if you increase your intrinsic worth, you'll experience, you know, a direct correlation to the world around you. You know, the world around you is always a direct correlation to the world within you, right?
Wow.
So, The average CEO reads like 40 to 60 books a year. So if you're able to start doing that now, in 10 years, by the time you're 23, you're going to be so far ahead, bro. So it's like, that's the greatest thing, because people want to talk to people in Generation Z. People want a 10th grader to be articulate, to know his shit, to do his research, to give them an inside scoop on how are you going to maintain the attention of kids and people in Generation Z who have such a low and short attention span, right? How are you going to do those things, The corporate 500 companies, they're looking for yourself in that generation who have done the work, so that's, you're in a great position right now, dude, to already be motivated and doing the things that you want to be doing so that you can, 10x that.
Wow, that's crazy.
So,
wow. Like, I always knew, like, the value of books, but, like, I never really thought of it that much, like, that far into it, that, like, you can actually, like, connect with, like, the older crowd, because, that's where, like, the most of the business owners are, by just, like, by reading and, like, knowing what they know and connecting with them by just sharing knowledge with each other.
It's the fastest investment.
Yeah. I mean, like, it's just, like, so right now, just, like, telling you about, like, where I'm at right now. Right now, I'm creating the personal brand right now, and I'm also doing social media marketing for small businesses, which is a pretty common little business, and I'm just doing this right now just, like, to, like, create a little bit more money and stuff like that. And just be able to, like, talk with clients easily, and just, like, just creating that good trait. Like one really, really big part of the social media thing, marketing, is, like, to call, like, a ton of businesses, and to talk to the owners or to talk to the managers. And I made a video of me, like, documenting us, like, calling these businesses and talking to them and trying to and sell them our service. And I mean, like, a lot of these people that we're talking to are older people, whether they're in their 50s, 60s, 70s. Like, they're not sold on the idea of social media still, like, even in this area. So, like, maybe being able to connect with them by using, like, I read in this one book, you always want to be adapting to the nature of people, and they're like, oh my god, yeah, I forgot about that quote. I read that book 10 years ago.
Exactly.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Exactly.
Wow.
Dude, that's how you make the hack, bro. Because, like, when I started doing coaching, like, and helping people when I was, like, 20 years old, I became perfect at that, dude. Because people are gonna say, like, how old are you? 16 or 15?
15. Wow.
Yeah. So people are gonna say, like, dude, you're 15. You don't know shit. And then your answer needs to be, yeah, you're right. I don't know shit. But I read this book, and Albert Einstein knows a lot more than me, and here's what he says. I read this book, here's what Dan Kennedy says, and here's what he says.
Wow.
I read Russell Brunson's book, and here's what Russell Brunson says, right? All the best people have come and lived and died already and given the best truth. So that's how I was able to grow myself, because when I started trying to tell the things that I knew, people didn't want to hear it. But when I played dumb and was just like the messenger of good information, well, then all of a sudden people want to hear it, because you're not saying that you know it. You're just passing on good information from people that know more than you and the person that you're even talking to. So it's always good to reference experts like that from books,
That's crazy. Because you're right, like I'm at the point right now, like, well, I haven't even experienced the world at all. Like, I don't know anything about, I mean, I really, like, I could talk about business and, like, how to create a business, but, like, I don't know about the world, because I've never had my own business. I've never created, like, a successful business, but but what I do know is that this person knows this, because he has already done it. And then you're putting that knowledge that you learned from that person that already is successful and putting it into your own business, or putting it into talking with other older people who run business.
And you let them know, like, this worked for this person, and I just want to make this work for you. And then in the beginning, dude, you could do work for free. Like, do it for free for 2 people. And you say, listen, I'll do it to you for free on one condition. If I do this and this works, then you need to refer me to 2 people in your network that could be paying clients.
Okay, wow.
So if you do it for free, no problem. Then you can get your case studies, right? You get 2 case studies, and then you ask them, now, who are 2 people you know, even if you only charge $250 a month, $350 a month, or something, $150 a month, I'll do it for you for free. But if I do it and this works, you have to promise to refer me to 2 potential paying clients. And even if they refer you to those people and they don't buy, you just do the same thing with them. Listen, I'll do a free thing for you, but you have to refer me to 2 paying clients. And then you do that eventually, bro. You get 6 paying clients at $150. You know, that's like $900 a month or something off 6 people.
Wow. You know, like like you always expect like, okay, I need to get my first sale. I need to charge them this much money because then I can use that money to get my next client or something. When like wow, that's very true. Like you
could do it really resourceful, dude. Flip it up on its head. Do it for free first. Nobody knows it's for free. Get the testimonial. Get the case study. Now you have 2 or 3 case studies, success stories that you did the work, you learned. They're happy, you're happy. And then you have something to leverage for your other clients because now you can use their stories as a reference for you to have easier job at sales.
Yeah, I mean, and like even and just I'll get better because I've never dealt really with like a client from another business. So like I don't want them to have a bad experience if they're paying me that much money, you know. So like if I did it for free, I'm not only like getting referencing like 2 other potential paying clients. I'm getting like knowledge, which is like the most valuable thing I'm getting out of it.
You want that knowledge and experience, bro. Because if you're running social media, as much as you gotta find the stuff that does work, you gotta start finding the stuff that doesn't work faster than you're doing it right now.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just writing all of this down.
No, all good, bro. All good.
So, speaking, okay, so you think using books as mentors are an amazing way to just to learn more about business?
Dude, it's the first thing, bro. It's the first thing, like 100%. Like if you don't, you just got to do it, dude. And there's so much free material, and there's free audiobooks. Like, if you're working out, like, I don't know, you don't drive yet, but like in the car, you know, like turn on a podcast. Don't listen to music on your headphones. Turn on a podcast or an audiobook. You can become like have a mobile university, right? Like have that shit in your head. Wow. You know, that's literally the things that separates the most people, dude. Is like, are you consuming good content and information or not? You know, and it's so simple. Yeah. Because most people are not going to do those things. So only a few people are going to do those things. And then as you network, everyone does the same things now. You know, it took me a little bit, dude. It took me like 18 months to get into like the influencer network. Dude, I really believe like I'm the next fucking, like Gary Vee's 20 years older than me. Gerard's 10 years older than me. You know, like I don't see another 23-year-old that does like the things that I do. You know, and then there'll be somebody in Generation Z. But like in terms of thought leadership, you know, it's pretty wide open if you're doing the things right. So, you know, it's just if you start giving yourself that foundation now, then you'll have a strong personal brand that will really grow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just like thinking.
So, dude, the first book I would read, dude, and it's free online if you could write it down. It's How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie.
Yeah, I've
read that book 3 to 4 times.
Are you really? Well, my friend, my business partner, my best friend has the book, and he read it. He really liked it. He said that everyone in business said that's the first book that any business person should ever read.
Everyone, dude. That if you have that, then people will be like, oh shit, this 15-year-old kid read How to Win Friends and Influence People. Yeah. Then they'll think you're more credible. You know, it's just like so simple, dude. Like people judge how credible you are based on the information in your brain, right? So if you let them know you read something, they just automatically assume, like, damn, all of that information is downloaded in that person's brain. And they know the value of that because it's already downloaded in their brain. That's what I'm talking about. You can't know who you want to know unless you know what you know. Yeah. Because they know what you know. They know the value of what it is that you know. You know, so that's how you can, you break into that older crowd. Yeah, because like I can feel what's going on in their head. Like, for a short amount of time, me and my friend, we went door to door, like business, like trying to like sell social media marketing, and it was almost as if like immediately when we walked through the door, like doubt just like filled their head because like, oh, okay, some 15-year-old kid is gonna come up here, probably doesn't know anything. This is probably like a joke or something. Probably gonna like, you know what I'm saying? It's probably like a prank. Like all this doubt is like filling their head and stuff. But like my goal is like right when I start talking and like right when I start explaining what this is, they're like at the end of it they're like, oh my, I can't believe a 15-year-old kid just like said exactly.
Oh,
Exactly. Dude, if you just do the things I tell you to do and actually take action on them, bro, you're not gonna have a problem, bro. Yeah. You know, like I only give advice of the shit that I actually follow myself.
Yeah. I mean, like at the end of the day, it's all about like execution. Like, what am I gonna do after this call? Like, you know, am I gonna like walk out there and like, you know, and start like playing on my phone or like start watching Netflix? You know, like all that stuff will not help me in the long run. All this stuff is like temporary happiness, I like to call.
Yeah.
But like, you know, I'm not honestly, I'm not a big fan of reading, but like it's what's necessary.
I hated reading, bro, until you start reading the shit that actually helps you. Then it feels like nectar, bro. You feel like a hummingbird getting nectar from a flower. You're like, oh my god, dude. There's been times that I've put a book down, like kiss a book, like put the book on your head, bro. Get all the energy, cause like, dude,
I love that.
Some people say knowledge is power. That's not 100% true. True. Applied knowledge is power. But holy shit, dude, like. I've read books and I've been like, oh my fucking god, I feel so fucking grateful that I learned this because I'm going to use this information to just make my life better. And like, that's an overwhelming feeling, dude, when you realize that if you're going to actually, you learn something new that really helps you and you're going to execute on it, bro. Like, How to Win Friends and Influence People was a book for me like that. Changed my life, dude. Changed my fucking life. And that's why I read it so many times, dude. And it's like, it's just getting good at the basics, you know, getting good at the fundamentals, making people feel appreciated, making them feel important, you know. There's just little things, dude, you know, that really go a long way. And, dude, you have the X factor, man. If you're starting this young, you know, it's just like you got two options, bro. You're either really going to grow this into something good, you know, or, you know, you'll kind of dwindle off in 2 or 3 years because when you're 18, you might have some haters and you'll be like, yo, fuck this motivational shit, you know? Like, you got two avenues, you know? Yeah. So that would be my advice to you, bro. Like, I'm actually pulling up to my friend's house soon, so I have to actually hop off.
Yeah, no,
but,
definitely.
Like, I really appreciate that we talked, and I hope you take my advice and, you know, read that book. Because, dude, I mean, I want to help you out, bro. I want to help out people that want to help themselves. You know, I don't want to help people that don't want to help themselves, but I'm always down, you know, to give people insight and help where I can, you know, because, you know, people helped me too, bro, you know, so... But people helped me because I took action myself. It's exactly what you were saying, right? It's like, what are you going to do after this? You know, how long is it going to take you to read that book? You know, like, it's all those types of things. So, like, I'm really happy, dude, that we were able to get on a call that was super badass. And, you know, let's link up again during this week. And we can do, like, you know, an interview or something.
Yeah.
That'd be super cool.
That's awesome. Wow. I really, really appreciate it so much. Like...
Yeah, dude, no problem.
Like, I can't, like, it's really, really good that you're, like, you're saying this to somebody so young. Like, this really makes me feel really good that,
Dude, keep it up, bro. You're talking to the right people, bro. If we're in contact right now, and I'm not even, you know, I'm not super famous, bro. I haven't made millions yet.
Yeah, I love it.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, dude, like, I'm not tooting my own horn. Like, I know I'm the real deal, bro. You know, so if the universe has put us in contact now,
love it.
You know, there's a reason for it. You know, I'm not talking to, you know, random 15-year-olds.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I appreciate that, you know, we were able to share some time together.
Definitely.
That's super dope. And, dude, I know this won't be the last time we talk.
I hope not, man. We're going to make it so that it will not be. Yeah.
Dude, put it like this, bro. If you take one step, I'll take 2 steps, but I'll never take the first step.
Okay.
No matter what you do, bro, I'll always have something to throw back in your face. You finish this book, I got 10 more books. You execute on something, I got 10 more things to do.
But the thing is...
You take 1 step, bro, I'll always take 2 steps. But I'll never take the first step, because I don't got enough time in the day to take the first step for people.
Yeah, I mean, that's life, too. You can never skip the first step. You have to, like, to get to that next step, you have to take the first step, That's it.
Most people lack that initiative, bro. You know, they don't take that first step. And
sorry, I think it cut out. You there, Rob?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just started hearing you. I think
it's okay.
I lost from initiative, but it's all good. Yeah.
Well, I was saying, just take the initiative, because that's what separates it. People are looking for other people to take the first step for them.
Yeah.
But if people see you helping yourself, then they will want to help you, dude. And like, that's what I'm saying to you right now, because I see you taking action. You're growing your page. No one's telling you to do that. You're posting content. No one's telling you to do that. So I respect that shit.
Yeah.
There's nothing more convincing than seeing people execute on what they say they're going to execute on.
That's true.
Always, just go to that, bro. Like, I'm making my TV show now. I told people that I was going to do it. I've had 8 episodes. Now people are like, oh, maybe we want to invest. Now people are interested in it because you put up or shut up, bro. When people see you start being consistent, they want to hop on that bandwagon. So that would be my advice to you, right now before I get off. I'm looking forward to talk again, dude, and let me know how that book goes, and we can move from there.
I'm gonna get. I will get that book for my friend today.
Dude, let's go, dude. I'm excited, bro.
I'm hyped, man. I'm hyped. I can't wait for us to be able to definitely help each other out. And I think we can.
Bro, dude, let's do it.
All
dude,
right.
I appreciate it, and I'll talk to you soon, man.
Definitely. Have a wonderful day, man.
You too. Take it easy, homie.
Love you. Bye.
Love you too, bro.